It's back to school season, and that means back to school shopping. Tech is becoming more important than ever in our special situation. iPads and MacBooks are two of the most popular devices for students. The iPad provides an incredibly versatile touchscreen surface that allows pen input for taking notes, and the MacBook is a laptop that features incredible battery life, an easy-to-use interface, and a reliable laptop that will last for years. Which device is right for you? Let's find out. Let's first talk about price. After all, it's useless knowing how each device will benefit you if you can't afford it. All prices are in US dollars. The iPad series starts at $329 with the base model 8th generation iPad and up to $2,399 for the iPad Pro 12.9-inch maxed out with 16 gigs of RAM and 2 terabytes of storage. For the MacBook, the M1 MacBook Air is available for $999, and a maxed out 2019 16-inch MacBook Pro will set you back $6,699. Both product lines are also available for student discounts if you're going to university or college. For example, the iPad 8 is just $299 in the education store, and the M1 MacBook Air is $899. Let's compare features. The iPad has a touchscreen and Apple Pencil support, which the MacBook doesn't have. It also has keyboard and mouse support, making it more capable than the Mac in terms of input. If you need a touchscreen device or want to take handwritten notes, then the iPad is for you, since there's no way to use the Apple Pencil on the Mac. The main difference in terms of external design between the Mac and the iPad is the fact that the Mac has no touchscreen. I think the iPad has the win here since it has all the great things the Mac has, plus Apple Pencil support and a touchscreen. You can also remove the keyboard if you ever want to, unlike a Mac, which is just stuck on. The actual keyboard on the Macs have more key travel though. I absolutely hated the Smart Keyboard line of cases because it felt like absolute garbage the moment I touched them in the store. The keys were mushy and it felt more like tapping than typing. The iPad Pro Smart Keyboard is a little better though. Now let's talk about configurations. If you want RAM, then a MacBook Pro is probably best for you, considering the 16-inch model can go up to 64 gigs, and the 16-inch model also has the most amount of storage, with 8 terabytes of maximum storage. The M1 iPad Pro can go up to 16 gigs of RAM and 2 terabytes of storage. You can also get a dedicated graphics card for MacBook Pros, unlike with iPads where the graphics are integrated. Overall, you can get much more configurations with the MacBook, but on the iPad, iPadOS is far more optimized. Now let's talk software. The MacBook has much better software, you can't deny it. The iPad still can't run some full desktop apps, saying it requires a keyboard and instead redirects you to the App Store where you can download the watered down mobile version. For example, the video editing app WeVideo can't run on iPad in the web. It redirects you to the iPad app, which is worse than iMovie. Every single Pro app on iPad is just a watered down version of the desktop app. Some apps do run fine though, and most web pages are the full desktop experience. However, the lack of floating windows and real multitasking is really a bummer on the iPad. Furthermore, Apple probably won't ever improve it since it's clear they want you to buy both a MacBook and an iPad, not just one over the other. They demonstrated this with WWDC 21 and the Universal Control feature. This and Sidecar show that the iPad is just an accessory to the Mac, not an alternative according to Apple. You also can't download apps for the iPad anywhere other than the App Store, whereas on the Mac, you have more freedom of apps. Final verdict. If you do any pro work like video editing, photo editing, coding, or anything else that requires more than a web browser, stay away from the iPad as a main device. If you do most of your schoolwork in a web browser with web apps like Google Docs, then the iPad should be fine. Take it like this. If your school uses Chromebooks, then the iPad probably should be fine for most cases. An ideal setup would be an iPad for portable work and a desktop Mac for the pro work. For most people, choose the iPad. For people pursuing a career in tech, choose the MacBook. That's just a general rule of thumb though. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. That's it for this video. If this video helped you choose your next device, please consider subscribing. It's free and you can unsubscribe at any time. I have new videos every week, so make sure you don't miss out. Alright, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.